Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Monifactory. Here we are today, episode 96. We're getting one step closer to 100. I'll probably do a world release as well. In any case, last episode we were working towards the Ten Microminer. Mind you, I was getting a little bit ahead of myself trying to get the parts, but I figured it would be nice to get those out of the way now. Sooner the better. Now, we still would have to get, let's see, can I get, there we go. We would still have to get the T9 microminer, right? And you can kind of see there's a pattern here, hint, hint. But the pattern itself requires the plating, the universal navigator, UV field gen, and a couple other blocks that we already have. Now, the UV field generator, I'll be up front, I've done the research for this and some other blocks off camera so that we can get right into the action today. So with a ZPM field gen and a data module, we got the UV field gen, and that requires some gravistars, which this is new. That is going to require a neutronium and a quantum star. Nothing too crazy there. I swear to God, there's a way to go back. Hold on, I gotta try something. Oh, okay, it's backspace. Gotcha. Okay, anyway, also had to get a UV emitter. Nothing too different here. Of course, we had to get a ZPM emitter, do research, get that, yada, yada, yada. Yeah. But then there's a universal navigator, which requires stellar creation data, and that would require 96. Sorry, I had a little incident there. 96 computation work units a tick, and that's made with, again, more UV parts, microversium, gravistars, dense quad alloy, so on and so forth. The stellar creation data can be, and I know we covered this before, it can either be sent off for quick and dirty, or, wow, what the heck was that? Or we can send off for 128, and we would need a lot of ultra dense hydrogen for that. Well, off camera, I sort of went a little nuts with the hydrogen condensing, and you can see I got 512 with that stuff right now. Yeah, I forgot to turn off the solidifier. I had made a dedicated solidifier, and now our hydrogen, well, it's working its way back. Well, it's 8,000 again, but yeah. I also kind of burned through most of our hydrogen. Sodium, was it sodium hydroxide? Yeah, our sodium hydroxide supply, because I, again, forgot to limit it. Which, salt water, electrolyzer. I forget what, at this point what we were doing. Probably the sodium to get all the hydroxide that we had. I got like 1,000,000 sodium dust, so maybe I'll set up something off camera to get that going again. Right. So, bing bang bada boom, I have everything for the T9 miner ready to go here. Right, so for the tier 9, we are going to need, I think it's a ultimate, yes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get 2. Wait, that's the wrong table. We're going to go ahead and get 2 of these because obviously we're going to want another one for the T10, if I'm not mistaken. Get that out of the way. Oops. Ugh. Yeah, so there we go, ultimate. And you can kind of see there's already a pattern for that. Anywho, all right, so that's the ultimate, yes, or ultimate auto, yes. Okay, that's finishing up. Any second now, another quartz plate. Why are you there? Oh. Is there no other way to make another quartz plate than a compressed unit? As a cutter. Could probably... Yeah, I guess it's a possibility. Or I can just make a compressor multi-block. That's another thing. Anyway, there's 1, and there's 2, and we're gonna go. I keep having my voice break on me. Anyway, I guess we're gonna go for a crate, considering that. Well, we're not gonna probably be having that much throughput, but you know, it's still nice to have space, I suppose. Right of the bus. Okie dokie. So I should have grabbed the T9 parts, but I'll come back for that. We're gonna need to make room or put the over there for the T10, I suppose. Okay. Boop. And boop. And boop. Okay, well, yes. There we go. All right, so let's go. I'll put this. I'll put it here, and boop. All right, so let's go grab our parts. I gotta put away some crap. There we go. Do. Become over here. Tier 9. And boop. There we go. So shift and select, and that way it is good. All right, nice. Okay, so let's break down this floor. Make sure we got that. Turn that from extract off. There we go. There we go. T9 Microminer. Now, does this break down? It does not. Cool. So we don't have to make a repair assembler. Although it's going to get to the point soon where we're going to be able to make the stabilized for everything and never have to worry about repairs ever again, I think. If I'm not mistaken. Stabilized. So we've got put the 2.5, the 4.5, the 6, the 7, the 8. Yeah, I think these are where it would really matter. There's really not anything above stabilized tier 8, really? Oh, maybe that's because they don't break above tier 8. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting lost in the cells here. Oh, so let's get this onto the wall of fame. There we go. And my freaking jetpack again. I turn it off. Or not jetpack, backpack. Backpack. Okay. Okay, so with that, we are gonna want to. Damn it. All right. We need to send off for the curation data, as it were. That's gonna be the T3 miner vision microverse. But we're also gonna need the stellar curation data. We're gonna need to send off this mission twice. Okay. So stellar curation data, because I mean we could probably do this or this, but because I went to the effort of making the hydrogen, we're gonna do it like that. Before I do anything else, let me make sure that I turn you off. Okay, turn you off, probably. Get rid of that. All right, rotate. And boop. Okay. So how many, I mean, we should have enough 6s to send off, yeah, for 2 requests. Okay. So, boop, ba-doop, ba-doo, what am I doing? Wait, hold on. I didn't fix that right. Get rid of that. There we go. But that should go into T2. Okay. So I gotta name that freaking T. I hate you. We gotta name that chest. This bad boy. Oh, did I already? Oh, let's get rid of that so I don't get confused, because I did send out for stellar creation data originally. Let's go over here, hop down here, and we're gonna name you T2 Microminers 4. Okay, so stellar, we're gonna want 256 and sodium hydroxide. Oh god damn it. Okay, let's get this fixed. So we're gonna want to get electrolysis. No, our chemical reactor with sodium and what's okay. Chemical reactor. Boop. I am trying to work at getting all the old machines torn out. I took out a tower here. There's just a lot of, I don't know, back and forth I have to do, figuring out, okay, I got to replace this, got to write down what this was doing and do this and this and that. So I'm just kind of, slow walking it a little bit, I guess. All right, regulator. Don't want that too big. Fuck it, we'll go with the HV. And we're gonna need some filters. Gonna need some interface. Another thing that I just remembered, I am trying to get away from the interface plus storage bus docking situation. Kind of been putting everything into the ME controller or ME requester situation. And where is it? There you are. Sorry, my brain was on controller because I was trying to find the dang controller in the system. Okay, so did I get there? Right there? Boop. Import. Actually, I don't even need a filter for the. No, I do. What? Nope, not that. What? There we go. And boop. Is it on import? Oh, I didn't put the water there yet, did I? Oh, nope, not that. There we go. Keep exact. Let's see. Sodium dist. Salt. There we go. So 1 bucket. Okay, so not a big deal. So we are also going to want to output. And then for the other side of this, we're going to want our robot arm. Boop. Import. Yeah, I guess no, it shouldn't matter. I don't need an item filter because we're outputting the items on the other side as well. So boop. And boop. There we go. Okay, so we're going to want to limit this so we don't burn through everything. I'm going to go boop and boop. Okay, so oops, sodium hydroxide, boop. Emit when levels are above, we'll say 496. And no, baby, I don't think it's going to really make a difference, but I want to increase how much water is allowed in. Is it really making a difference? Did I do that right? Oh my god, there we go. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily make a difference too much. It's still doing that flashy thing, but that's because it's a single block machine, so there's no parallelization about it. Okay. 128 times 2. And that's a... Sorry, I didn't mean to go quiet there for a sec. That's a cool thing I like about AE2 is that you can do that multiplication math stuff. I might have to pause and wait for the hydroxide to restock. So, let's see. If I could do a chemical reaction, let's do this. in the interest of time, I gotta sneeze. Hold on. Okay. In the interest of time, let me make this a LCR recipe, and honestly, I might just keep it that way. 128 times 2. There we go. I mean, I could keep the auto stocker there, but the ability to craft it on demand is probably pretty nice too. Okay. So that shouldn't take too much time to finish, I don't think. The crystal processors. Although, I guess the real thing is that it's gonna take time for them to go through the mission. Stellar creation. 220. So about 110 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's gonna make that. So let me do this. First, let me double check something here. Yeah. So that's going to be a full 5 minutes as well. And I might need to check if our T3 mission has a way of taking in fluid. That being said, I'm going to pop on down to the T3. It's out floating around. Thank you. No, it won't be there, would it? It would be on this floor. No, not that floor. Or not that room. Where was it again? I think it was here. There we go. Okay, so input bus, output bus. We do not have a fluid bus. So let me do this. I'm gonna cut here. I'm gonna go off camera. I'm gonna wait for that graph to finish up. I'm gonna get this upgraded to fluid recipes, and then I'll probably send off for the universe data. And well, we'll get to what comes next. Sure. Arguably, we will send off eventually, possibly, this mission to get the T10 heart or the heart. Ooh. Okay, yeah, that should be a big deal. Anyway, back in a few. Hey, everybody, we're back, and yeah. So I've got the where is it? The universe creation data. I can get on the freaking square. There we go. Now it's gonna be kind of painfully obvious at this point, just given by the episode thumbnail, most likely. I already have the T10 Microminer parts. We are going to get that set up right now, and we're going to send it off. We're going to get the heart of the universe, and we're going to get that Omnic data, baby. Okay, so T10, and before I forget, I wrote down some notes to myself. There are some things that I need to do. Those things being to get more fusion reactors. Oops, sorry, I fucked up. Get more fusion reactors because I had to kind of steal a couple of my fusion reactors to make some nitrogen plasma, for example, which means I might need to get a second Mark III. Or what I could do, I guess, depending if we need more in plasma, is keep it on the 1 Mark III and just change out the output bus preference. Because I guess you can have multiple input hatches taking in different fluids. I mean, that they kind of, imply that in the, the little planner, right? They have like input hatches, output hatches, these things. So 16, 16. So I guess there's more ways to do that, but I don't know. We'll see. Play by ear. Okay, that being said, T10 Microminer is a go, baby. I just had to think there for a second, make sure I didn't forget about the pattern situation, but because I already made the pattern, given that we have all the parts, I can just transfer it over and we'll be good to go. Oh, there you are. Okay. I'm gonna go boop, and we go boop. Let's see, boop, and boop, and a boop. Do I still have my conduit? Yes. Or the ME conduit, as it were. Do. Okay, that should be created. And where's my knife? Where's my knife? There you are. T10 miner table. And you T9 miner table. All right. So everything should be good. Okay. Bada boop. Okay, there's that. And there's that. Oops, 9. And boop. Okay. So tier 10 microminer is mine at last. Okay, so I think the quest book is a little lagged behind. Let's see if we can figure out what to do. Oh, we have that. We have. Okay. Well, because we didn't pick up the solar panels, and I might just like creatively cheat these items in for the quest, or let's see. Okay, so biggest part of this is the Omnium, and we're going to be getting the Omnic data, so I'll probably just craft some more once we get that going. Either way. Okay. So with the T10, so we are going to need to make sure that our T3 miner is working on UHV. That also being said, we are going to need to get this universal collapse device. So that is going to require 108 CWT and preemptively made another HPCA station. So, you know, should be good to go. Not that it really is going to contribute to everything. Oh, sweet Lord. What do we got here? Kind of scary things. Nuclear explosive. Ugh. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Okay, let's work through this. Universal. There we go. So, oh, wait, man, go back. Okay, so the nuclear explosive seems to be one of two recipes. That's the TNT and that's the industrial TNT. So that's an assembler. A small pile of plutonium-241. Okay, so do I have 241 dust? No, but I can make that. So we need small piles. So a boop, and then a boop. Boop. Dust, multi-block, and assembler. Okay, so let's see what we're missing for the nuclear explosive. Uranium and dense steel. Okay. Uranium. Cool. We have enough ingots to not need to worry too much. And then it was dense steel ingot. Dense steel? Oh, plate rather. Duh. Dense steel plate. There we go. dense plate, check. Wait, yeah, okay. And matrix. Boop. Nuclear. Okay, so that's good to go. Now I'm kind of tempted to make one of these and set it off not close to the base. Just as a little fun thing. But let's get back to what we're doing. The gravitational amplifier. So let's see. Boop boop. Darmstadium bolts. Fusion glass. Should have UV. So what do we need to get patterned here? We have the glass. We need the bolts. Singularity. Oh yeah, I was kind of working on. I do have a matter condenser, or it's in the AE system, so just got to get that out. Okay, so that's still gonna need a singularity for the research. Let's get this patterned up, and again, that goes into the assembly line. Okay, so Enderium foil and Darm Stadium bolts. Ingot. Should probably quadruple this. Here we go. Okay, so the gravitational amplifier, we need the singularity. So I think we have a condenser, yes. And the singularity needs a, I guess, 64K component. Don't I have like matter condensed balls? Yeah, I do. Matter balls. Blue. Is that really like the one thing that I don't have like made better? Mixer and centrifuge. Anyway, let's come down here. Oh yeah, it's something that I never covered, but I made the super dense energy cells, which is like the third form of the energy cells, which are pretty nice. I guess I was having like power concerns for a while recently. Boop. Boop. Okay, so let's see. Matter ball. Do maybe I need to do cobblestone? Eh. Matter condenser and trash run. You put a storage component in the top slot. Okay, so why? It's been a while since I've had to deal with this. I'm trying to. Oh, there we go. It's okay. It's going. It just doesn't like show up here. So okay, let me try something again. Let me get the matter ball. Let me go boop boop. Now does that still? Yeah. Okay. So it's still doing. Cool. See, crafting card, capacity card, acceleration card. I think. Wait, how many can it take? Acceleration card 4. So I mean, if I really wanted to speed this up, I could probably add a second export bus? Question mark. So I put the cable away by accident. Don't really know if that goes any more quickly. So I might need to pause for this to finish its duty. 256,000 per item. I don't know. It seems like that's going a little faster. I'm not sure though. Any case, yeah, I will pause here, and I think I'm gonna need at least two, right? One for the research. And one for, oh, we're gonna need 9. So we're gonna need 1 for the research and 8 for the whole amplifier. Okay, so that's gonna be a pause situation, I believe. Okay, I will see you all in a few. Back in a bit. Hey everybody, we're back. All right, so I did quite a bit of crafting while I was away. I made up the gravitation, no, that's not it. So we have the universal collapse device. That's pretty nice. So this is made again from a gravitational amplifier and a research station with UHV. It also needs UHV for the assembly line. Now we've already done this recipe and whatnot. Again, I had to change up the energy hatches here. I'll have to do it for the same over here. But yeah, that's running off UHV now. See, was there anything else of note? Oh yeah. So funny thing, it is a lot simpler to get singulators than I thought. If you come over here, I have the sub network here. And in here, we got the infinity cobblestone cell. And that is going into a condenser, and that's just spitting out singularities. So we've got hundreds of thousands in a data in a tank or a chest. But yeah. So let's get our tier 10 microminer. There we go. And the data. Let's go ahead and put. Well, this is probably not going to be the thumbnail for this episode, but I always click them. Right click them. Anyway, boop, boop, and boop, boop. So if I were to put this in the T3 miner, it's going to need UHV. Let's double check. I don't know if we have UHV or not. We do not. All right, so I want to say the microverse can use 2 hatches. So UV energy hatch. So that's already running on 1. So let's grab another. And what I'm going to do here is request skulk, because that is the UHV wire. I mean, I could probably just use the P2P, but I think this would, I don't know, just be nicer, I guess. What's the Americium? Okay, so we got some Americium off camera after this episode. I'm probably going to get some more fusion reactors going. We already have 80 casings right now, and then I'm going to have to make like 2 more controllers and then get another 80 fusion casing Mark IIs for, you know, the second reactor, as it were. Okay, that's taking a bit. I just want that freaking casing. Okay, it's in this one. Almost done. There we go. Okay, so get rid of you, put you in. Okay, cool. It likes it. So boop boop boop. UHV, cool. All right. So we're waiting on that skulk still. So let's see. How long is this microminer going to take to cook? About 5 minutes. Okay, so let me do this. I'm going to cut here. I'm going to get the skulk. And then I'm going to send off. Well, let's do this. Or, no, over here. See output. Where's the input? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, I had 2 on me the whole time. Okay, so boop, boop. I have to do it like this. I don't know if I should do it like that. That'll do. And then boop. And get the cutters out. Boop. And we need to make sure that one's connected. There we go. Okay, so that should be good. Now let's get the inputs. Let's see, hatch. Boop, boop, and boop. And off it goes. Oh my god, please. All right. In about 5 minutes, we will have our T10 back in a heart of the universe. So, and there we go. Heart of the universe, baby. Yeah, every time with this shit. Okay. So there is that. And you know what? I'm just going to give myself 2 panels just because I already made the items. I just forgot to grab them. Nope. Okay, what does it need that I... What? Okay. I guess I gotta give myself all the other solar panels. Okay. Let's get that done real quick. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I gotta start with the 5. All right. And 6. Yeah, it's not working. Oh, I gotta go 4. Okay. So 5, 7, 6, 4, 7, or whatever those are. Really? I don't understand what this. Do I not have a 5? All right, whatever. I'll try to figure out and fix it off camera. That being said, with the heart now, we're going to need a UV extractor. And I'm just thinking I could probably take our fluid multi-block. I think it's somewhere down here. This bad boy. That's on ZPM right now. That's I grabbed ZPM energy hedges. Okay. You're going to need a frequency. Over here. ZPM. Copy. All right. Okay, where was it? Here. All right. So first, let's get my Vajra out. Boop, boop. And then boop, boop. There we go. Okay, so that should be running on UV now. Yes. So let's find the input bus, input bus rather. Input hatch, input, there you are. And boop. And that will take 50 seconds. And this is going to be a bit of a longer episode, but that's all right. I want to get this done. So yeah, so now with the Omnic data in hand, we got to make a subatomic digital assembly. And that's going to need CWT. So maybe I try to hook up a HPCA to this multi-block. Atomic casing. Ooh. So there's a lot to get into, I think, with this. Neon gas. Okay, carbon, not good. Okay, that doesn't seem that bad. But yeah, I definitely think there's going to be a lot of things that we're going to have to get into in the next episode. There we go. All right, so that's been an episode. Next time we'll come back and we'll get to working on Infinite Omnium. See you all in the next one. Ta-ta for now.